All right, so Dr. is my name. Let me just do a brief recording of our conversation here today. Put this on my screen. I am very excited, very thrilled to have the opportunity to share some information on behalf of our community with you about Xtreamfx Global Academy. I grew up in Jamaica. I became a medical doctor while being there, and then later on become an entrepreneur distributing automobiles. Ran into some challenges in 2008, wherein we ran into some challenges with real estate and the crisis that took place in the United States. And it caused us to enter into fall into a financial valley. Thankfully, we got into network marketing in 2010. That helped us to get ourselves back on our feet. And since that time, we've been in that industry, and we've been able to develop ourselves in the industry, become leaders in network marketing over the last 13 years. And today, I have been able to add to that being a trader in the financial markets. And that I'm very excited about. So we're going to talk a little bit about what Xtreamfx Global Academy offers. And also we're going to talk about a very special product that we recently started marketing, and those who have been using it have been getting excellent results, and take some questions. So I started my journey in Xtreamfx Global Academy as an affiliate. And what I did, I paid a little over $100 to get registered at the time, and became a member who markets up to today, market the academy. And that's why I'm doing this presentation. So basically $168 is what you pay, or $399 to be an affiliate. Once you're an affiliate partner, you can now share the information with others, but you can also benefit from the education, it's included. You can also benefit from some of the financial services, some of them are included as an affiliate. And then you can earn commissions like $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. It just depends on your rank and what it is that you're doing. I've been able to earn as much as $2,500 in a week. I've been able to do that in our company, as you see here, and very grateful for this opportunity, because that cash flow is really good to have that additional income coming in. It allowed for myself and our daughter to get the education that Xtream offers pretty much for free. So we have not had to pay for the education out of our pocket. We marketed the academy first, got people involved, and then we started earning commissions. Then we were able to start going through the videos and attending classes and learn how to trade. So $7.3 trillion foreign exchange market. It's available to you and I, and you could literally use your phone and laptop and make money from anywhere in the world you are. And this is not hype. This is what it is. You're going to be able to use your technology and make a lot of money. And most people do not know that our laptops and our phones are literally connected to a market that's 7 trillion with a T. Somebody could type trillion in the chat so that you see the word trillion, right? Trillion with a T, so that people understand my accent is not saying billion or million. All right. I don't even know what trillion looks like in terms of money, but it's just a lot. So Xtreamfx Safe to Trade, we're going to talk about at the Core Academy. Here are the costs of our education packages. If you have a student ID and you work, you're in a school system currently, regular school system, you'll pay $89 a month if you're under the age of 24. Everybody else pays $99 a month for access to video library, live classes with master traders, trade ideas that come as Telegram messages to give us messages to practice with, and some people use them to make money. And you have a lot of support to help you to trade and earn money, okay? So that's big, what Xtreamfx offers us. And then $159 a month allows for you to do what's called the binary options alongside the Forex. And then you could do $199 per month to have access to the US 30 Academy alongside the Forex Trade Ideas. US 30 Academy is a higher level of education. And then now what has become not just popular for us, but it's leading the way, to be sincere, the safe to trade technology. This has revolutionized trading for traders, and those people who know about it and have been using it. The stories of success are mounting up. A lot of stories. One gentleman was homeless. His name is Billy. He lives in the UK, and he was living out of his car. He bought the safe to trade product. It took a little while to learn how to use it. He was literally being admitted to a library after hours, and he used a library computer to do the trading because he didn't have, he was just flat out broke. And used his last 500 and whatever dollars to buy it, and then learn how to use it. Currently, he's no longer homeless after about 6 months, and he's got a car. He has about, last time he had about $5,000 saved up from what he earned from trading. And he is also now being able to take care of his kids, which was a big challenge for him. So he's able to buy them clothes and do the things that a dad would be able to do. Another gentleman, his name is Phil. Phil bought this last year, October. He took the first 1 month to learn how to use a safe to trade product. The second month, he practiced in a demo, not live money, practiced fake money. And the third month, which is December last year, he put $2,500 in his trading account, and he earned over $500,000 US as at 2 weeks ago. He earns anywhere between $1,000 to $13,000 US per day using this technology, right? Within about an hour to 2 hours per day, he does that. And he recently ordered a Bentley, which is getting on the 14th of August. So I want us to understand that this technology is not a joke, it's not hype, it's what it is. I got it in April, and I've gotten great results so far. And I'm not even going to talk about what I'll do. I'll just share my results as they continue to grow. And by the end of this year, I've set a goal, to earn. I'll just say, I'm gonna use this to earn $1 million before the end of December. That's my goal. All right. Hopefully I get there. If I drop short, so what? But I believe I'll be able to do that. Now let's look at the technology and understand why it is that it can help us to do this. All right? So this is the technology on your screen. Okay. And man, I'm just fired up. I'm just really fired up. I'm jacked out of my mind with excitement about it, right? And what it is that's going to help us to do. All right. I'm looking at this over here. Anyway, I'll come back to that. I don't want to take my mind off of where it needs to be. Oh, this is what happened during the break. Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. All right, so I have my trade open, right? All right, this little green line is a trade, all right? This little green line here is a trade. For those who know what that is, all right? But don't worry about it. All right, so let's talk about this. And beforehand, let me just check to see, who has never traded. And Grace, I see that you're new to our call. Have you ever traded before, Grace? If you could unmute, that would be great. If you ever traded before, let me know. And I know Tracy, and you just got the product, and have you traded on MT4 before, Tracy? Have you used it and traded before?
I just demo traded on MT4, Hugo's way.
All right, nice. All right, what about Grace? Grace, could you unmute or put it in the chat for me if you have ever traded before? I want to have an idea of who our audience is so that I can give it value. Welcome, God's Power. Your line is open. Grace, could you type it in the chat? Hopefully you could hear me. Is Grace, who invited? Is anybody on here that invited Grace that knows her? That maybe.
Let me get hold of her.
Oh, Esther. Okay, awesome. Do you know if she's traded?
Yes, she has.
Okay, great. So, all right, wonderful. Thank you. All right, good. Maybe she doesn't know how to. Well, I'm sure she traders usually. So we have most of the people here who have traded at some level. So before the safety trade, most of us were given this website to use and trade, right? Trade. Where's trading view? I don't see it here. Let me just type it up here. So most of us are trained to trade using TradingView, okay? Now, this is not an easy process for those who have been through it, right? Anybody on here who has ever been through using TradingView would agree with me that it is quite a challenging task, right? To use TradingView to do trading, right? Whatever asset you want to trade in the world, if you're using TradingView to trade, it's not easy to mark up these charts and put in what's called trend lines and this, that, the other, right? There's a lot that has to go into understanding how to use this to make money. And a lot of us, some people have been able to make good use of it. But when we check the statistics and look, and we just ask this question, what percentage of retail traders, and we could read it. Could somebody just unmute and read this for me, please? Anybody? The first person who starts, that's fine. In blue, just, if you could see it. Could somebody unmute and read that statement? I asked the question of Google, what percentage of retail traders lose money?
So based on several brokers' studies, as many as 90% of traders are
Based on
estimated to lose money in the markets.
Okay, so based on that 90%, in fact, that if you add in some others, it's really 99% of retail traders that lose money. And here's why. To understand this chart is no joke, everyone. It's really a lot to be able to understand this chart and to trade and make money using it. All right. You know, I've been through this using the chart. Why is this behaving this way? Anyway, I won't bother because I hardly use TradingView anymore. Right. It's not no published ideas yet. I don't know why you're doing that to me in here, but account and billing. I'm just trying to look at this thing. Charts. Where is charts? I don't even remember how to use this. I've not been on here that much anymore. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to bring up SPX, but it's not allowing me to show it on here for one reason or the other. Okay. But anyway, we don't need this, right? I'm just trying to show you the old stuff versus the current stuff that we're doing. Right. So we used to have to come here and look at let's look at crypto Forex. Sorry, let's look at Forex. And then let's just try to let me click this to see if it's not giving me, all right, for whatever reason. Okay. But anyway, all right, we normally would have to come and do markups and do all of that stuff, but I no longer have to do that, right? I no longer have to do that. Thank God I no longer have to do that. All right. Let me see if it'll do it this way. AUD, USD, Okay, no, not helping me. I was just trying to, let me try one last time and then I'm gonna just, just get rid of this TradingView stuff. Okay, here is one. Okay, yeah, this will give me a better look. All right, so normally, we would have to come in here and put in these lines, like for example, let's say I wanted to trade GBP, JPY. Right? Let's say I wanted to trade that. Okay. Let's say I wanted to trade GBP, JPY. And anyone who trades, you could just say what you trade, right? Just call out what you trade, GBP, because I was doing some trades with that today as well. So GBP, JPY, right? So here it is. Okay. So with this, normally one would have to come in and put in these lines, right? Putting a line up here, putting a line down here, I wait for what's called a breakout, a retest, and a trade, and then we'll be able to make some money. Okay, that's generally how we would have to do. All right, you'd have to put in support resistance and put them down here. And what generally happens is this support resistance stuff, anybody who's ever tried it, you'll realize quite quickly that this support resistance is not real. This thing will just blow through here or blow through there, and it just knocks you out and you lose that trade. All right, you don't make any money. And I've been through that. You make some money sometimes, you lose money sometimes, and it's not fun. Okay, I don't like losing money. I like making money consistently. So doing this strategy of waiting for a breakout and a retest and a trade, you have to learn a lot, to be able to look to the left and look to, all of that stuff. You have to learn a lot to be able to use this whole system, right? This is called the charts, whether you're looking at GBP, JPY, you're looking at NAS, whatever. This is a lot that we have to do to be able to make money trading, right? Now, what is it that we're really trying to find out? So this is right where the market is right now for GBP, JPY. It's right at this point. What do we really want to know? Do we want to know if it's going up or going down so that we could take a buy or sell? Could somebody just jump off mute and tell me, when we mark up this chart, what are we trying to find out? Anyone? When we put these lines in, support resistance, if you do not know what it is, don't worry about it because we're not going to need it anyway. But when we used to do this, what were we trying to figure out? Anybody?
What direction the market is going to go?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so there are two people trying to speak. All right, I heard an accent. All right, I heard a Jamaican accent and I heard another accent. So Tracy was trying to speak and someone else was trying to speak. I'll take both answers. Let's start with Tracy and then next person after.
Right, the direction that the market will be heading in.
Okay, so you're trying to find out if it's going to go up or going to go down. Okay, who's the next person that was going to speak?
I did. It was this exact same thing I was saying.
All right, right. So we want to find out if it's going to go up or down so that we can take a position and make money. We want to find out if we can take a buy or a sell. Well, here's the thing, right? Let's say when the market was let's delete that. Well, let's come right here, right? So when the market was right here and it was pushing up, 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 okay, right? Because first it was going down, 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 which means you could take positions of what are called sells to make money, and then it started going up. Now, the key thing is if you jump into a trade here with the expectation of it's going to go up, and then boom, it starts to go down, I've lost money trying to do that because it looks like it's going to keep going up based on how it was going up, right? But you could see right away, right here, there was a quick reversal and it started to go down, all right? So it's very difficult to predict whether it's going to stay up or it's going to stay down. So here comes the safety trade technology to save the day. And here's the same up and down. Here it is. What time frame was that chart? This was on the, is that 5 minute, right? So over here, I'm on the safety trade and on this chart here to the left is on the 5, all right? So you could see that it was going up and then it started to go down. But here's the beautiful thing about this technology. It gives us information that will allow for you to make trades when it's going up and when it's going down. Now, I was on the 1 minute time frame with this today, okay? And let's just slide over here and let's look at how many times I was able to jump into trades and make a trade. Now, whenever you are using this, it's done very simple. No longer putting in any support resistance, no longer putting in any trend lines, none of that is needed. All you're going to need to do is to identify these 4 things. Now, Tracy, you have only done demo, which means that you've never traded live before, right? But let's just have a conversation about this and, you know, look at these colors here, right? So here, these are the 4 things you're going to need to identify. Are you okay with us, you know, being my co-pilot, Tracy?
Okay, I try.
All right, nice. Where in Jamaica do you live?
Montego Bay.
Are you serious? I was born on Doom Street.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I grew up in Granville and Pitford. I lived in Pitford. Grew up in, you know, went to Berkshire Primary and College, then Mobile Comsi and then UA.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a really Mobile boy for real. Are you originally from that area?
No.
Okay, we're in the island where you born.
St. Mary.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, nice. Relocated to Mobile. Okay, cool. So here it is, right? These 4 things, right? So we start off with understanding this. Can you see this red line moving through the screen? It's kind of wavy.
Yes, we can.
All right, great. All right, so it's called a moving average, all right? But I just call it the wavy red line or the green line. Sometimes it's red, and it turns green. You could see turn green up here. Whenever it crosses this blue line on the system, it turns green. So it's either red or green. So at this point, right? At this point, we could see this line. The second thing that you need to look for, or the first thing you need to look for, this is the first thing you're going to look for. When these candles are below the line, it means the price at that point is below the line. If you look over here to the right, you see the price in white of this particular asset. And right now we're looking at Great British Pound versus the Japanese yen. So you can see these candles are below the line. That's the first thing we need to identify, that it was below. The next thing that we need to identify, in this case, let's start from here, because this is where the arrow came on the screen. Can you see that these candles were below this red line? Can you agree with me that was the case?
Agreed.
All right, great. Can you see this green up arrow? Can you see that on the screen?
Yes.
All right, so those are 2 things that we look for. And then the next thing that we're going to wait for is that we're going to wait for all of these 4 things at the bottom. They're called indicators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really 6, right? Because these 2 count as 2. This line, these 2 lines are 2. So 6 of them, but I sometimes just say 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I bundle these 2 together. So we're waiting for these to all show green. So each minute, this chart is going to slide over minute after minute and wait for everything to turn green, right? So everything has not turned green yet. Everything has not turned green yet. But right now, everything has turned green. Can we see that everything here is green? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
All right, so that's the third thing. Then the fourth thing is that we're going to wait for the fourth level from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, to change color from green to red. So let's slide over, slide over, slide over, slide over, and see what's happening. Right now, the market is going all the way up. You could see when it was going up, all of a sudden it started going down. Now, when it's going down like this is when, you know, traders think that there's a reversal, okay? And I've gotten bitten by this a lot of times because when, you know, when this candle before this green one shot back up, but when this red comes down like this, man, it comes down so fast that it looks like this is such a good time to jump in. And before you know it, sometimes it just reverses on you, you lose your money, all right? So here's how the system calls this out. Because when it started coming down and went back up, come down, went back up, come down, went back up, it's very difficult to know what to do. So here's what the system tells us. Once the fourth one turns green, right? Let's wait, turn from green to red. It hasn't done that yet. Okay, but let's wait, let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Okay, wow. All right. These gaps, let me just tell you for those who are wondering, right? This gap is an entry, right? This gap for those who intermediate, that's intermediate level. This gap is another entry, all right? For those who are intermediate level. And then this gap is another entry. So that's 3 entries there that you would have been able to win trades, right? Because you'd have entered a buy, right? Here you could see if you enter the gap here when it came down, it went back up. If you enter the gap here when it came down and touched that line, it went back up. If you went to this gap here, it came down and touched that line, you went back up, you'd have made money, okay? On these 3 gaps. But that's not for beginners, all right? For beginners, you're supposed to wait on the red, the green to turn red, right? Okay, so Tracy, do you agree with me now that after it went up, went up, went up, went up, went up, and then the red came down, started going down, do you see this red right here? Do you see that red?
Yes, I see 2, red forming there.
Red forming there. All right, so that's your permission as a beginner to go ahead and put in a safe trade. You put in an entry to put in this green line here, this green line that goes across. You'd right click here, click trading, click new order, and then you're gonna get some guidance on how to position and where's the best place to put it, all right? So you're putting that line. And the next thing you're gonna do is go for 1, 2, or 3 pips. Now in this case, 1, 2, or 3 pips is about this, okay? So you're not going to go for a lot. So let's wait to see if these candles that were going down this way, right? Let's see if it kept going down or it reversed and went back up. Let's check to see what happened, right? Did it go back up into that space?
Yes, it went back up.
Yes, right? So the distance between this line where it went up and the top of this candle is your profit, right? So you'd have been able to catch a little bit of profit there, but it didn't go up all the way to the top line. It would have been nice if it went up to the top line, but it gave us a little bit of profit there that you could have taken out of the trade, all right? But it came back down again and it went up all the way through the top line. Can you see that, Tracy?
Yes.
All right, so you could have taken the small profit here. When it came back down again, you could have entered another trade again, and then it went up all the way this time and touched the top line, all right? And gave you a full win on that trade. All right, that's one other opportunity. And then here's another one. It turned red again. This time what you do, Tracy, is that you put the first line just above that green line. It's called a trade line. All right, you're gonna get some training on where to put it. Where's the best place to put it? So let's see again if after it turned red, if it pushed up again. Do you see where it came down and then it went back up and went through these 2 lines? Can you see that?
Yes.
That's another win again. All right, just 3 so far that we've counted. Let's keep going. Let's keep going to see what happened. Right, everything turned green again. Let's see if it turned red here. Right. So let's go again. I will put our line just above here. I will go for 2 pips. Right. Go for 2 pips again, or 1 or 2 pips. Right. Let's see what happened. They went down. It didn't go up and touch the line. If it does not come up and touch this line, it doesn't put us in a trade. So we do not lose any money if it keeps going down, which it did, and started selling. Now that it started turning red and the red arrow was here, here's how beautiful this is. Price was above, the candles are above this green line. The red arrow popped up, showing that the market is now on the way down. And then you could change your plan. Instead of trying to get buys, you're now going to try to get sells. Okay, so you're looking for sell trades going down. So you wait again for everything to turn. What will everything need to turn here now, Trace? Right? Before we wanted everything to be green, but now we have a red down arrow. What do we want everything here to be? What color?
It would be red, which is now the opposite, signifying down.
Correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go and wait until everything turns red. If everything is there, everything red yet? No. Right. But for our intermediate advanced traders, right, there's a pullback here. There's a chance for entry. Okay, right up here for those who are intermediate advanced. There's another pullback again, another chance for entry, which I did take earlier on. And then here is, you know, almost everything red, but this is another opportunity for pullback. And I'll show you, you know, some other things why I would have done that. All right. Well, let's wait. Everything else is not ready yet. Everything is not ready. But is everything red now, Tracy? Is everything red now?
Yes.
All right. So a beginner should wait until everything is red. When everything turns red, what are we now waiting for to happen on the 4th level? We're waiting for the 4th level to turn what?
Green.
Green. So we wait again, we wait again, we wait again, we wait again, and wait again, wait again. See if it, okay, did it turn green now?
Yes.
Right. So this is where a lot of traders get caught. When it was going down, it looks like, okay, that was a downtrend. Now it's going up. It's going in the opposite direction. So let me try and get a buy. And if you put a buy in here and it turns back and goes down, and you would have lost your money. So it would have come down for the safe trade. Now that it's green, would come down again. We'll put another line here. And this time we want it to come below. Okay, so we'll put it below. We just wait. We'll just put it below here, right? And we'll see if it's going to come down. And then we'll go for 2 pips again, which is about this, right? So let's see if after it went up, let's see if it went down, right? Did it go down and go through these 2 lines here?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and it did it twice. It did it here, went back up, and then we did it again. This is a safe way to trade. So every time it does this, this is what the market is going to do. It does it over and over and over. Here's another opportunity, right? Everything is red, turn green. It went up. You could have come down here and put your order down here, right? And you take this line, you put this down here, and you go for 2 pips. And let's see what happened, right? You know, the market is now it's going into what's called consolidation. It's at the end of the day right now. Okay, so right now it's going to kind of stay here until the market closes and opens back at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when it's going to either start. It's going to start continuing. It's going to start. What kind of way of saying? It's going to continue to do what it's doing. All right. So let's look at something a little bit more for those, you know, look at this 30-minute time frame. You can see on the 30-minute time frame that there's a sell, okay? Green, green, green. Oh, sorry, red, 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 green, red, red. All right, so the 30-minute time frame has a sell. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame is also showing a gap here, which means that there's also a sell going on in the 1-hour time frame. Let's check the 4-hour time frame. That's not conclusive. Let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. You could see it was a sell before, then the bot broke. You know, coming into agreement with what the 5-minute was earlier. The 5-minute was showing a buy. You could see everything was green. Then this turned red right here. A little bit of buy, a little bit of buy, but then it turned, the bot broke and turned from green to red, which means that this is now going back into a sell mode rather than a buy mode. So you could see that the 1-minute is now fully showing sell. The 5-minute is showing moving from buy to sell. The 15-minute is, you know, starting to show sell, you know, as well. And the 30-minute had a sell going on. Now, here's a beautiful thing. When you know that the 30-minute and the 1-hour and the 4-hour and so forth are showing sells, it's pretty easy to take a 1-minute sell with confidence, because it's certain. It's certain. These trades are 99% correct that it's going to go down. And that's what's been going on. When the higher time frames show a sell and you're taking buys on the lower time frames, you have to be a little cautious, because you're going against the overall trend of the market. If you look at this, let's look at this higher time frames, 1 hour, you can see that the trend is overall buying. Oh, sorry, sell, overall going down, right? So when you have a 1-minute trade with the same direction, man, you know, it's like easy money. Right? The market is going to sell. It's going to sell. Right? So this is a very exciting season, exciting time for us, guys. And you have an opportunity to come and take advantage of what's going on by just getting this started. Now, just look at one asset, but you could have been looking at something like NAS 100. This is my favorite. I love trading this. And one of the things I love about the higher time frames of NAS, like this 4-hour, you could see here, and there's another one that just got activated for those who missed this one. Here's one, right? That was green, 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 red, green. Can you see this, Tracy?
Yes, I can see that.
Right. So if you had the system at this point, you would have come and you would have put in a trade here. You would have put in a trade just above this line, okay? And then look what happened. From here to here, you could have maybe exited somewhere when it started to reverse. You maybe here, right? Could you count and tell me in the middle? In the middle, there's a number in the middle. Could you read that number out for us, please?
It's kind of small, but it looks like what, 69 or
Okay, 72881.
72. Okay, 72.
That's 728 points. Now, 728 points, if you are trading this and you are to earn $1 per point, right? 728 times $1 per point will give you how much money, Tracy?
728.
Correct. If you were trading $10 per point, how much money would you earn?
73. 72.
73, 70, correct. If you're trading $100 per point, how much money would you earn? $100 times 700 and something points.
Oh, 7,000.
$100 times 723, how much would that be?
72.
23,000.
Somebody who knows about somebody who loves money jumped in a while ago.
I'm saying 100 when it's 1,000.
Esther wanted to get you clear on that. $72,000. No, Tracy. Esther said, no, girl. That's
I want that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Because here's the thing, right? It's not just calling it out on NAS or XRP or whatever. That's what the system is designed to do. It literally is proving to us what the banks are planning to do. Because here's where this red comes from. It's called a BS or bullshit indicator. That's what the developer calls it. Because what happens is that the banks use this move down to fake out a trader. Because what's happening in the market is on an uptrend. You could see that. And when it moves in a downtrend, it gives you the belief that it's going to go down instead of continue to go up. Now here is another one developing. Okay, so this is giving you notice that there's a 4-hour trade developing. So if it comes down and it stays down here long enough, right here will turn red, and this will give you another opportunity to put in another trade for it to go back up again. Okay, for you to make money. Or if everything here turns red, it will give you an opportunity for you to get a trade in the opposite direction. You know, these are longer term. Now, this 4-hour time frame means each of these candles takes 4 hours to form, which means that, you know, some of the, like 6 of these is 1 full day. So if you did this trade here at this point, right here at this point, this was on the 11th of July. So the 11th of July to today is the 20th, that's 9 days, right? To either earn $700, $7,000 or $70,000. And that all depends on the size of your trading account. That's what determines whether or not you could earn that. And man, here's our access, right? Right click over to this box where you see all these things, click symbols, and just know that your laptop, your phone is literally connected to the world's financial markets. All of the financial markets are available through your laptop, whether it's the FX majors, Australian dollar, US dollar, Great British pound, US dollar, etc. Or you could trade the exotics that my gentleman has here trades USD ZAR. ZAR is a South African currency. And the indices, you know, like NAS 100, we're looking at US 30, you know, JPN 225, that's Japan's top 225 companies, or things like energy, like oil. Some people love to trade oil, and then metals, gold, silver, platinum versus the US dollar. And then you could trade other FX crosses, right? You know, foreign exchange currency pairs, and then futures, and then you could trade stocks like Google, Yahoo, and all of these things. Now, the technology is what you use to look at the chart to decide, should I get into a buy or should I get into a sell? That's what you use to look at the chart, right? But we have something called a scanner. Man, the scanner is amazing, right? This scanner, this right here is amazing. Somebody could type it, amazing in the chat, because it is. Man, this thing is so powerful. All right, so what this does, it's, let me back up a second and just kind of give you a little bit of pricing. So in Xtream, you're gonna pay $524 for your MetaTrader 4 to look like this. For you to have the arrows, the green line here, and these 5 indicators to tell you what to do, okay? And the different time frames that you could look at, right? For you to have your MetaTrader 4 look like this, you pay $524. But we bundle it together, so we don't separate it. We add $75 to it, making it $599. What's the $75 for? The first month, you're going to have a full 28-day access to the scanner. The scanner sends you messages to your email or your phone on trades that the system calls out. For example, right now, I know it's the end of the day. Okay, here's a trade that the system called out. Gold versus the US dollar on a 1-minute sell. So if we quickly went and we picked out gold here, all right, versus the US dollar, XAU versus the US dollar, right? On the 1-minute time frame, we could quickly look to see what type of trade is being called out by the system. The system tells us what's happening. See, red, 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 green, red, which means that this is a sell. It's pushed up. You could see the green went up, or well, the candles went in an upward direction, but the system is saying it's going to go down. It's not going to keep going up. And you have seen that it started going down already. You know, some people wouldn't want to enter the trade right now because it's a little late, but this is a sell trade that the system called out. Now, before the old system, the old way, if you trade gold, you'd have to come back here, go to this chart, and then go and literally mark up this chart. You'd have to come here and go and do your markups. And then you'd have to try to, how would you know, right, that on the 1-minute time frame, how would you know, right, on the 1-minute time frame that this has started to happen? How would you be able to know that, right? There's no way to know that this was pushing up, but it's not going to keep going up. It's going to come back down. How would we know, ladies and gentlemen? Because you'd have to go put in your support resistance, trend lines, Fibonacci, and all of these different things just to figure out if gold is going to go on a buy or a sell. And here we have the safety trade technology that's giving us the data, red, 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 green, red. And all we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is would have come in here and take advantage of this here. Then we'd check the higher time frame, the 5 minute, to see if it's in agreement, and it is. You could go ahead and check some of the higher time frames as well, like the 1 hour, which is a buy. So you have to be a little careful because it's a 1 hour buy active here. And it's not activated yet, but it's, you know, it's developing. So there's still time to take that 1-minute sell. Quickly grab some pips and be gone about your business. Okay. So this is powerful stuff that we have here that we could literally come in, you know, put in a line here, and there's some ways that you're going to track this, but we won't bother to sit and wait on this. But that's just one example. At the end of the day is done. You know, I would not expect to see this reverse quickly and come down. But if it was during the active market hours, this is a wonderful trade to jump on top of. All right. All right. So this is sweet stuff. Really, really, really sweet stuff. So our trading life has become simple, very simple and straightforward now. We no longer have to go through jump through a bunch of hoops anymore. We can use our scanner. It sends us the messages on what to trade. Also, for those who want those longer time frame trades, you could come. There's another one, AUD CAD, right? See, the system just that just came up on the system, AUD CAD. Like you see that red arrow going down. It means that we could go and look at AUD CAD right now to see if, you know, this time of the day we wouldn't try to trade it, but AUD CAD, right? Throw that up on the screen and see red, 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 green, red. It came up and started coming back down already. Okay, so if I was a little earlier, I could have caught a little bit of that move. Okay, and just looking back at the gold again, right, XAU USD, you could see, right? See the red started pushing back down. So this system it's what it is, accurate. It's not, sometimes it does this, it's not 90% of the time it's going to do this. This is what it does. So it's not something that we have to guess and wonder if it's going to do it. That's what the system does. The system calls out what the market is doing and predicts it with 100% accuracy. It's not this week it's that way, next week it's that way. No, it's like that all the time. And all you have to make sure you do is follow the rules. There's some rules as to how to use this. And if you don't obey the rules, you won't get the results that the system is allowing us to achieve. And you have to just learn those rules, abide by them, and don't break them. If you don't break the rules and you apply the system the way it's designed to be used, you'll be fine. All right, you go for the small amount of pips. You're supposed to go for the 1 minute and a 5 minute trades, you'll be fine. The 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily trades, those are designed for you to get bigger wins, but you have to wait a longer period of time to be able to benefit from those. But those are there, right? For those who want to build up those accounts and do what's called swing trading over time. So man, I'm just jacked out of my mind with excitement, and I'm just grateful for what this technology helps us to do. It eliminates the guesswork. It also gives us the opportunity to trade multiple assets instead of trading one. Because as I grow, I'm telling you, I'll be trading multiple things. All right, I'll just be, that's why somebody could do 1,000 pips in a day. If you do 1,000 pips per day, 1,000 points per day, and you earn just $1 per point, $1 per point, that's $1,000 a day. $1,000 a week, $20,000 a month. All right. And to start earning $1 per point, you just need about $100. All you need is around $100 in a trading account, ladies and gentlemen, and learn how to do this properly. And you could double your money in a very short time frame. You would triple your money in a very short time frame. You could quadruple and then 10x your money in a very short time frame. So this is a major game changer, everyone. And my encouragement to you, if you don't have yours, congratulations, Tracy, on owning your own safety trade technology, because this is huge. This is massive. See, guys, in front of us at the end of the day, we're not even supposed to have this happen close to market closing, because the market is almost closed. You could see the red coming back down, pushing down. The system is calling out the trade in front of you and I. We're witnessing it right now. This is what it does. So I can't make it up, right? This is what the system is designed to accomplish. So all you have to do is to learn the rules, follow them, and ladies and gentlemen, you'll be fine. I'm telling you, you'll be fine, right? All right, thank you, Tracy. All right, really appreciate you jumping on here.
You're
Any
welcome.
questions? Thank you. Any questions from anybody? Any questions from anyone? Bridget, what's up? All right.
I have a question, Doctor.
Go ahead, Esther.
Obviously, the system is fantastic. And in fact, today I was working on a demo on it. And following the training you have been giving the last few days that I've jumped in, yeah? And I'm loving it. Now, the main thing is, when someone hasn't traded before, they always need a little bit of hand-holding. So do you do some special training days with the people that have signed up, or how do you do it? Because I can see you talk about the new, then the intermediaries and stuff like that.
All right, thank you for that, Esther. Anybody who has never traded before, I highly recommend that you get one of these student packages. Now, if you become a Forex student for $99 a month, you're able to have your what's called a back office, right? You're going to be able to log in here into Xtreamfx's website, and you'll have the access to the education program, right? So let me just log in here, and you'll be able to see. Thank you very much for that question, by the way. Very much. All right. So once you've logged in as a member, you have access to this platform. It allows you to build a business, earn commissions like I do, and many of us are doing. But you also have this affiliate member section you see here to the left where it says Forex Academy Library. So click on that. And once you've clicked on that as a beginner, then you scroll down to here and you see beginner, intermediate, and advanced sections. So come to the beginner videos. I think there are about 22 of them, and you'd be watching them one after the other, right? So what is Forex, why Forex, trading basics, who trades, and you'd be able to watch these. Why become a trader, trading time sessions, Forex versus stocks, currency pairs, setting up a demo account. And then after that, the trader accounts, leverage lot size, what's a pip, bullish and bearish. Now, apart from this, you're going to have access to what are called live sessions, right? So as an affiliate member, you'll have access to live sessions. A live session is where you'll have the opportunity to ask somebody who's an educator questions about this whole process of trading. That's where hand-holding begins for a beginner to be able to start to understand trading, okay? So that's available, and then the sessions are recorded just in case you can't attend them and load it onto the platform. You can watch them, and you also receive what are called trade ideas, which are messages that you use to practice, along with charting as well. Charting kind of come redundant these days, but Nadex as well, and Nadex trade ideas. There's a lot here that you could use as a beginner, Esther, for somebody who needs their hand held and to help them to get through the walls. So they need to come in, purchase. I recommend that they buy the affiliate package and instead of the student package, and that way they can refer people, make money, plus they can learn how to trade as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question. Very good question. Thank you for that question. All right. Anyone else has a question? All right. All right, man. I hope this session was beneficial to those of us who participated. All right. You know, we're at the close of market, man, but really, really nice. Okay. This almost, well, I think the trade activated, right? In terms of if you are going to do it, but it should be trading at minutes to 5. Right, or to 6 minutes to 5 p.m. Eastern, because the market is closing. So this is not a good time to trade. The volume in the market is too slow, okay, for you to be able to benefit from that. So I wouldn't have taken that trade at this time of the day. I wouldn't, and I wouldn't recommend that you do as well, okay? All right, so with that said, I think we looked on what we need to look at, you know, understanding this scanner, right? She's calling out more trades, CAD JPY, CHF JPY, at the end of the day, right? Just minutes before JPY. Let's quickly look at that. All right, 1 minute sell. Okay, you could see, all right, red, 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 green, red. It went up. Okay, and you know you'd wait for it to come back down. So you could try this trade out after the break. Okay, it might even come down before the break, but you could try this trade after the break. And let's see what the 5 minute time frame is saying. It's all, you know, it's red, it's pushing down, it's come close to this line. It's a good place to take that trade. So the 1 minute trade, it came up and everything here is red, 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 green. So red, 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 green, red, red. All right, so this is a nice trade. This is really a nice trade. And what makes it a nice trade is that the 5 minute time frame, you could see that this came up to close to the trade line. So that's additional pressure for selling. And you could just look at the other time frames, you see, okay, there's a 15 minute buy. That's not yet fully manifested. And then there's a 30 minute, that's not yet a buy, but it started buying here, but there's a little bit of pullback here, but this 30 minutes is over. And then there's a 1 hour overall buy market for this asset, right? So if you're, and then obviously the 4 hour, 4 hours a sell. So there's a 4 hour sell going on, which covers the 1 minute sell, right? Which makes that even better for you. The buck broke, so beginners should not take this trade if the buck changed. But because the higher time frame, the 5 minute time frame also agrees, you could take it as what's called a dirty sell. Okay, so that's just a little bit of extra information. But once you start using this, you're going to become more and more comfortable. And you know, as GBP, CHF, man, so many trades, right? The system is just like a machine. It's a machine. GBP, CHF, right? You know, there's so many different assets to look at. But you know, in the beginning, just practice green, 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 red, green. You could see that this is a 1 minute buy, right? So it came down, but at this time of the day, we should be trying to do any trades. But when the market opens back up in an hour from now, it'll be a great time for you to go ahead and put your trades in and make your money. All right, and practice first. Maybe practice first. You're welcome, Esther. Practice.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, and all of us are going to be millionaires in dollars. All of us who are diligent and who are consistent and who take it seriously. Right? This is not a hype. It's not a, you know, it's not a get rich quick thing. It is what it is. And if you apply yourself properly, you use the system according to how it's designed, there's no reason why you should earn $1 million or more in a year, 2 years, right? Unless you just don't want that much money and you're just happy earning $5,000, $10,000 a month and that type of thing. But for those who desire to earn 100 grand a month, it's not going to be that hard.
Please, I desire.
Yeah, because I thought, yeah, sometimes, because here's the thing, guys, right? 1,000 pips a day, 1,000 points a day, right? With a 0.01 lot size on NAS. That's the smallest lot size you could use on NAS on Hugo's Way is $1 per point. That means that's $1,000 per day. Let's just use that roughly, right? $1,000 per day is $5,000 per week. So if we increased our lot size from 0.01 to 0.05, it means $5,000 a day. That's $25,000 a week by simply increasing our lot size. $25,000 a week is $100,000 a month. That's $1.2 million a year. So $1 million a year using this is not out of our reach, and $1 million is going to be about $900 to ₦1 billion per year, Bright, right? You know, so I mean, you're going to be living better than the politicians.
Yeah. You can say that again, especially in this part of the world. Yeah.
Are you're gonna do it honestly? No corruption, no. Right? For real. Because this is so sweet for you, but guys, for those who are new to trading, right here, this thing called lot size, this volume, it's called a lot size. See, you could change it. 0.01, 0.02. You know, when you get really advanced in this stuff, you could put 200 lots in here. When you can put 200 lots, that's $2,000 per point. $2,000 per point. It means that if you just get 1 point, and let's look at what 1 point is. 1 point, guys, is you just need a market to do this to get a point. So with a safety trade system like this, that you know it's going to go up or down, you could easily put $200 per point in the trade, right? You could easily do it. Now, of course, you have to have a big account to do that, for them to allow you to do that. But it means that you could earn $20,000 in a minute or two. In a minute or two. Guys, this is what it is. I hope you start to see the bigger picture here, because that's where I'm headed. I mean, yes, I started out with a 0.01 lot size, but I'm not going to stay here. You could do 200 lots. 200 lots is $2,000 per pip, per point. Now with 2 points, $4,000 for the day. You're done. in a minute, or less than a minute. You just wait on the right, set up the right move, right? So I hope you guys are excited about that, because you know it will take a while to get to that lot size. It's not an overnight deal, but you know, on the horizon of it, you know, earning $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 in a day using this there are already people doing that, using the system right now already. Okay, just so you know. All right, Jeff Cochran is his name, I think. Right, that's the kind of, he earns like $100,000, $200,000 in a day using the system. Okay, so if he's doing it, human being just like everybody on here, you can do it, and you will do it if you apply yourself properly. So Brian, better days have come. Congratulations on being Bright. Yeah, because Bright, what, 2 years ago since we have been talking about Xtream, and you have been paying attention, following up, watching what's going on, and now you finally made a move because you've seen the progress that we've made, and you've seen what's going on with the safety trade. So congratulations, God's power. Yeah, God's power. Just so you know, man, a Bright in we're in Nigeria. You Bright?
Akwa Ibom.
Akwa Ibom. Uyo. Okay, yeah. All right. So God's power, I think, is in Port Harcourt, because God's power, he's been like wanting to get his technology too, but he's now going to run behind you. But it's all right. That's all right. Everybody will come up.
Who is that? Who did you mention? What name?
God's power is his name. God's power Jonah.
Okay, God's power. Okay, he's in Nigeria.
Yeah, God's power. Say hello to Bright.
Port Harcourt.
Oh,
hello, Bright. I'm in Port Harcourt.
Wonderful. I'll be there soon. I have an appointment there in first week. I have to connect.
Of August.
Yeah.
The God's power, Brad looks like he wants to take over this thing, man.
I'll follow him, no problem.
He's not playing around. Brad, congratulations. Brad is almost an apprentice in just a couple of days. So this guy's not playing around, man. So let's go. All right, well done. All right, man.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate you both. I love Nigeria here. So and I want to come back and do some seminars, and we're gonna have a lot of safety trade parties and stuff, and it's just gonna be a beautiful season and time. So congratulations. Nice JPY shaping up nicely here, looking good. All right. Nice stuff going on here. I don't know what that is nice here, but nice. All right, we're gonna have a great evening tonight. All right, this bro came back down. It's gonna be a nice night. All right, thank you guys. Love you all. Thank you very much for showing up. Really appreciate everybody, and we'll see you on tomorrow, same time.